Once again, I need help. I need food and water. If anybody can help, my Cash App or my PayPal, it would help. If anybody can help, anything helps. Last night there was a fire truck, siren. There was an ambulance siren earlier in the day, yesterday. Hasn't been a bunch of stalkers since I woke up. There was a car driving around out there when I looked out my window first thing this morning. I haven't really heard a lot of noises though. I don't think. I think my neighbors might have walked by in the hall one time or something if I remember right. It's been a pretty chill morning since I woke up like half hour ago or whatever. So that's cool. If I go outside, there will be 100 cars driving by me, but there's nothing right now. So that's cool. But yeah, I need help with food and water, so if anyone can help. My water heater just turned on. But yeah. Still looking for jobs. Some banging sound outside, and then there's a silver truck driving out, and it looked like this bird was flying out, synced with it. Got a few chemtrails in the sky. There's these birds that flew like from the left and the right of me, and they flew in front of me simultaneous. I think those were stalker birds. There's a black car driving out. And I don't know if he was a stalker. There's engine sound in the distance. It's probably a stalker. Sounds like it might be a garbage truck or something. There's this bird flying over my head. Or is it a street sweeper? What's this sound? Yeah, it's a street sweeper. He's driving by me. My water heater keeps making these clicking noises synced. Like it did it when the one car drove around the corner, and then it did it right when the street sweeper drove out. And then there's a red truck behind him. The street sweepers are always synced whenever I see him. So he's probably synced. Probably synced with my water heater. Anyway, yeah, I need help. Water costs money, food costs money, and they don't have any of those things at the food bank. They don't have real food at the food banks. They just have fake food. Occasionally, they'll have like a couple of things that I'll get, but they don't have any real food at the food banks. So people are like, it's easy, you just go to a food bank. Well, no, it's not that easy because they don't have food there. So, no, it's not that easy. Well, it's easy, just get a job. No, it's not that easy. I've been trying to get a job for 3 months. It's not that easy. It's not. Especially when you're being targeted. Because if I wasn't being targeted, I probably would have a job by now. Like I call this one place to say they're hiring. They're like, call this phone number to set up an interview. I call the number and they don't even answer the number. They don't even answer the phone. I called them multiple times. They don't even answer. I apply at places. They're like, we'll call you back, and then they don't call me back. Some places applications don't even work on their website. It won't even let me apply. So no, it's not just easy to just get a job. It says that a lot of people are hiring online, yeah, but they're not though. Because if they were, they would. So it's not that easy as everyone tries to make it out to be. It's really not. Hence, I'm on here begging for money every day. If it was that easy, I wouldn't be on here begging for money every day. I don't like begging for money every day or at all. So if it was that easy, I wouldn't be begging for money. I would be making money. And I didn't lose my job on purpose, and it's not my fault that I lost my job. Other jobs you could argue it's my fault, but even those jobs it's not, because it was because of stalkers that I lost my job. So at the end of the day, it's still not, but it kind of is for some of them, but not really. But the last job though is definitely not. It wasn't my fault. It was some stupid bullshit. So people can say what they want, but they're wrong. I just heard some slamming noise outside right when I went like this. Just one, just like one banging sound. And yep. No, I didn't call my coworker out on stalking me. It's not why I lost my job. I already explained why I lost my job. Alright, I'll explain again. So, I had another job, right? And so I went over this other job that like I applied for a long time ago. I'm like, hey, I applied a while back. Are you still hiring? They're like, yeah. And then they like instantly hired me. She's like, we can start your training and on Wednesday or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. So then I quit the other job because I didn't want that job. So then I'm about to start this other job, and it's cool. She's like, you're hired. It's cool. So then I didn't realize that it was gonna be freezing cold that day though, because it was warm for like a week straight, and it suddenly dropped down to super freezing temperatures on that day. So I called her the day before. I'm like, hey, I didn't realize it's gonna be butt ass cold tomorrow. Can I come in later in the day when it's warmer? Because I don't have a ride. And you can't call the taxi service or anything unless you call them like fucking 48 hours ahead of time or whatever. So I couldn't get a ride. And I can't afford a ride either, even if I could. Right? So I'm not gonna walk 2 miles to work in the freezing cold where it's too cold to walk 2 miles. So I was like, can I come in later in the day tomorrow? She's like, all right, I'll call you. Like it sounds like it's okay, right? That sounds like it's okay, right? That's what she sounds like. Nope. Next day I call in because she wasn't calling me. And I'm like, hey, you said you were gonna call, and she's like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out if you can't get a ride. I'm like, but you said yesterday you were gonna call, and she's like, yeah, I don't want to argue about this, and then she hangs up on me. So that's why I lost my job. Because somebody said that it was okay, and then the next day she said that it's not okay. Because she's playing a game with my life, like everyone around me. Like how my mom said that she was gonna pay my rent, and then the next day she says she's not gonna pay my rent. Suddenly, for no reason. It's kind of the same thing. that a bunch of people are doing shit like this all the time. So that's why I lost my job. And that's why I've been looking for jobs for 3 months straight. So it is not my fault, and I need help.